Hi there, a very good morning and good afternoon to all of you, depending on wherever you're watching me. This is Simply Stocks, and I'm here with another session. And this video relates to five companies which have done exceedingly well over the last 3 months or so, and or in the last 2 weeks or so, and have moved up. Where would somebody would like to buy that if you really want to buy, because the stocks have done exceedingly well from the defense space, from the auto space, and from the, you can say, PSU space that has been doing well for the last couple of months, where they can be bought for a decent upside from a short-term perspective. Why I'm looking at short-term perspective here is because of the kind of market we are in. So for the next 6 months, it seems like, because of the Fed commentary and the fact that what is happening financially globally, it's better to trade short term at the moment rather than think long term, because the markets could go either way from these levels. So these five stocks, I believe, look good this year to trade upon, to invest upon. Look fundamentally good, but I'll give you a technical, you can say, know-how on these five stocks as to which prices or what prices are pretty decent to buy them at. So let's get started. First of all, a disclaimer that this is not a stock recommendation. People taking any position to any share that I talk about should do that with their own due diligence and research. And I'm not in favor or against any company that I talk about. And I'm not a SEBI registered member on NSE and BSC. And I'm not a portfolio advisor. All these, you can say, talk that I have on stocks are for educational purposes, and you need to do your own research in order to take positions in any of them, and any profit or loss that you gain has no liability on me as to whether it is happening because of me. So take calls on your own. That's the disclaimer. Now let's go to the Screener website, and the five stocks will be visible to you straight away, but we'll go one by one as to which are the stocks to buy. Before that, I would like to just request you that kindly support me on Patreon. Once you do that, helping grow the channel, help you also ask me questions and eke out answers in greater detail. Once you get the $10 membership, you'll have access to my portfolio, my watch list, and number of podcasts I put up from time to time on Market Talk. And also, if you can pay $100 upfront, you get 1 year access by paying for 10 months. For detailed market or company talk, or you want to discuss one-on-one with me with portfolio, you can directly email me and we can work things out with a fee. Otherwise, just join me on YouTube or WhatsApp as well on an annual basis by emailing me. On YouTube, you can join by hitting the join button. All right, so let's get going. Let's go to the Screener website and we'll discuss about these companies one by one. Let me reduce my video, and let's get going with the Screener website. So the first stock that I want to talk to you about is KPIT Tech. Basically, the five stocks, even if you don't want to move on in this video, are KPIT Green, JBM Auto, which has moved up tremendously over the last 2 weeks. Finolex Cables, again, something that has shot up from 550 odd. Hindustan Aeronautics, another in the defense space, that has gone to 2900 from about 2000 or so. And Mahanagar Gas, which had strong volumes just 2 3 days back, and shot up. Another disclaimer is some of these stocks might not be in my portfolio, so take that on note. I might have sold them, I might have bought them. So that's the call on that. So KPIT Tech, let's get things going. So KPIT Tech, 22,500 crore company, very decent numbers. In terms of numbers, there's no flaw whatsoever. 917 crores of sales versus 622 crores, profit of 167 crores versus 115 crores, margins being maintained in a very difficult environment, and 104 crores net profit is like 45% growth on the net profit basis as well. So KPIT Tech, that's why the stock has not fallen a lot from the highs. 876 was the high for the stock, and the stock is trading around 823. Another good number, another quarter of strong numbers might take the stock higher to new highs and probably 980 levels. So my target here is about 980, and these are very decent levels to get into. So if you look at it from a 3-year basis, The stock made a top around here, which was around 800 actually in these time. Intraday it made a high of 800 and closed lower and then went lower. So I think 800 is a strong support for the stock. What you can do is start accumulating now and buy more around these 810, 816 levels. Uh, your stop loss will be somewhere around here, which will be 760. So if you buy around 820, 815, say your average price say comes out to be 820, you have a 60 rupee stop loss at 760, and you have a 160, 170 rupee upside. That's what I'm looking at. I don't think basically we could break 790, 800, but I think we are looking at 980 over the next 6 months. If the results are good, 6 to 8 months, we could see 980 on the stock going forward. So that's KPIT Tech for you. The second, as I mentioned in this list, is JBM Auto. Now, this is an interesting thing that this is a company, it's a 7,700 crore company. Normally has not done that well. If you look at a 3 year chart, things were meandering along after hitting that high in Jan 22, which was around 650, 660. It went down. So from Jan 22 onwards, the stock has only gone down, and we have gone to as low as 370, 360, and now it's coming back with a vengeance. I believe these supports of 570, 570, 560 are strong supports. And the stock might be headed higher. So 675 is its all-time high. If you look at the charts here, the highs that they made that it made in January was around 670 or so. The stock is around those levels, so no need to buy here. What you need to do is actually the high that it made was 673. So what you need to do here is wait for decline in this declining market. If the market goes to say 16,800, 16,900 levels, then probably you wait for the stock to come to 600, 590 levels. Very good levels to buy, around 600 or so, and your stop loss would come out to be somewhere below 570. Or if you come closer here, probably 559 could be your stop loss. That will have everything entailed in terms of support levels on the lower end. So you buy around 600, your stop loss is 40 rupees, and your upside is probably 760 or so. The I think once 670, 680 is taken out, I think 760, 770 is a possibility. So buy around 600, 590, stop loss 560, and we are looking at 760, 770, even 800 over the next 8 9 months on JBM Auto. Third in this list is Finolex Cables. Now 792, 800. In fact, the high that it made was 850. Again, why the stock has surged so much is because of the numbers. You look at the numbers in December quarter and in September. In September, they did 1100 crores versus 933 crores, and margins were 6%, but the sales were pretty good. Then what happened in December was that they did 1150 crores, but margins have shot up from 6% to 13, and that means that the margin are coming back to where it used to be before the pandemic, which was around 14%, but the sales have gone from 700 crores all the way to 1150 crores. So sales have jumped by around 70, and that is the basic reason, 60, 65%, and that is the basic reason why the stock has shot up so much. What has that made happen is that with no interest cost, virtually very low interest cost, and said debt, the company has come out with profits of 150 crores versus 103 crores pre-pandemic. That's a 50% jump. If even if you look at year on year, on December to December, the numbers have improved from 145 crores to 154 crores. So quarter on quarter it has improved, 3 year front it has improved, and the numbers have improved on say on the basis of last year or so. If you look at year on year, in the same you can say month or the quarter. Now electric cables, look at the performance. 950 crores has been the sales in electric cables versus 826 crores. So if I look at the growth in electric cables, they had 15%. Copper rods, they had growth of around 76%. This is year on year. 60% growth in communication cables. So things are looking extremely good for the company, and that is why the stock has surged so much. Now what you need to do, you need not buy at 600 800, because of the fact that after a lot of consolidation, was the time to probably add on to the stock from 540 550, let's say 540 levels. The stock has gone to 840, so this has been a 300 rupee jump, 300 rupee jump from say 550 levels. 300 rupee jump from 550 levels, which is a 54-55% jump in virtually no time. So if you look at here, the stock was around 550 on 8th of February, and in a month it has gone up 55%. So no need to buy now. What you need to do is probably let it correct 50% of the upside. So 50% of 300 would be around 150 rupees. So from 850, if you deduct 150, it would be around 700. So maybe 700 may not come, but 700 is a kind of levels from where the stock should not go lower. If it goes lower, that means it will become weaker. So if you look at here, your 50 DMA is around 636. It would go up as well. So what you need to do here is buy around 720, around these levels of 720 if you get a chance. Keep a shorter stop loss of 690 on the stock. Or you can do, what you can do is keep a stop loss of something like 680, and you buy at 720, keep a 40 rupees stop loss. And if things really get going again, you will see a good 120 rupees upside, which means 850 new highs. Even if it hits new highs from 720, you'll make very decent profits of 20-25%. So here again, even if you want to buy long term, because you see that the numbers are good, buy on a 10% decline from current levels and accumulate there. Probably you can start accumulating from 740 750, but probably between 740 to 720 is where you can accumulate. Keep a stop loss at 680, target again 850, and then 1000 over a longer period of time. Next in this list is Hindustan Aeronautics. Now 2850, it has been consistently moving up. There's been no looking back in the last 1 year. From around 1300 1400 levels, the stock has doubled in a year. If you look at from a 3 year perspective, it has done even well, from 500 to 3000. Now nobody is saying that you buy this one or after such a move that one can buy or not, but this is a stock that is in trend, and it is very difficult to make money at the moment if you are not in trend, and unless you are investing for the next 4 5 years. I'll make a video on investments as well. If you want, kindly do write in the comment box. I'll do that probably next week. But it has immense support around these 2600 levels. So you look at here from 2600, if it falls, then we are headed towards 2200 2250. So I think with this upsurge, 2600 should hold. What one can do is probably wait for levels closer to 2700, as much closer to 2700 as possible. Keep a 100 rupees stop loss and look for new highs in the coming months, probably 3200 or so. That's a good risk reward. So a dip towards 2720 2730 with a stop loss at 2600, and a target that would be beyond 3200 is a possibility here. So you look for 130 140 rupee decline, which is on a 2850 rupees stock, is somewhere closer to 5%, just 5%. So only 5-6% dip from these levels, you can have an entry in it. Because why I say that is because it's although it is a PSU, yes, the PE might not be that great, but having a PE of around 15-16 even after this upsurge is still pretty low, with an ROE of say 30% and all, and the kind of business that it is into, exclusive business. So I think around 2600, with that 50 DMA around those levels, I think 2700 is a very good levels to buy, with a stop loss around 2600. So that's the call on Hindustan Aeronautics. Finally, in this list is Mahanagar Gas. Now, this is, even I am looking at it very closely, but at the moment it has gone up sharply. If you look at here, 920, 925 is a strong support. I don't see that 920 to 900 will be broken that easily. So what I'm trying to do is making the risk reward factor for you better. So if you're looking at it in this manner that you want to make say 20% on the stock, because if you look at from a 5 year basis, 1200 is a strong resistance. You look at here, 1160, 1180 to 1200, 1180, 1198, then here again 1180 and 1200, then here again 1230. So I think you can target 1180 as a target from these levels. But then if you buy here and the stock falls 50 rupees, there is no way that you're going to make a lot, and you're going to be in losses straight away. What you need to do here is that you need to look for levels where there is decent support. So I'm looking at it from 980 970 levels, there's greater support. So at current levels and on dips to 970 you can accumulate. If your average is say 980 and you're looking to make 1180, so that's a 200 rupee upsurge. uh, I would say that even if your risk reward is 1 is to 3, it's pretty good. So you can have a 60 65 rupee stop loss. So if you buy at 980, you can have a stop loss at 920, which perfectly fits with this, you can say, chart in terms of where the support, big support lies, which is, if you look at from a 3 year perspective and all, your support lies around these 900 920 band. So I think 920 will be your stop loss if you buy at 980, or better still, you try to buy at lower levels, say 970 965. If it comes there on major decline in the market, keep a stop loss at 920 and look for 1180 over the next 6 months. I think Mahanagar Gas also look good. So this was a video on the five trending stocks and to where one can buy them. Please like and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so you can get my video straight away when I post it. And kindly support me on Patreon. Thanks a lot for watching.